Good morning,
Good
Senor.
morning. Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Raul Reyes, County Treasurer for the record. Your Honor, this morning I have two items. I have the presentation of bills and disbursements and the monthly report for the month of May, which we did provide a hard copy this morning. In terms of the presentation of bills and disbursements, this is for the period of June 7th, 2024 through June 18th. We do have ready to be released 207 checks for the payment of 406 invoices, and that disbursement total, Judge and Commissioners, is $464,996.07. We also have 100 electronic fund transfers ready to be processed. That represents the payment of 367 invoices, and that disbursement total is $653,398.56. Prior to today's meeting, we did have, as per general order, some payments released. We did release 91 checks for the payment of 147 invoices, and that disbursement total was $138,799.44. And that just includes the energy assistance vouchers, materials and supplies, lease contracts, and of course, utilities and trainings. I'm not sure if you have any questions regarding this first portion.
Questions or
Motion to
comments?
approve those
Second.
releases, thank you.
Very good. I have a motion. I have a second. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
We do have 4 payments that need to be ratified. There were 4 checks that were processed, and that represents the payment of 4 invoices. 3 of them were requests by departments, and then only 1 was a very minute tax refund. That disbursement total was $5,620,564.65, and it's from the contribution from the local provider to the Texas Health and Human Services. That's the large chunk of it.
Move to ratify those 4 payments.
Second. Motion seconds. Any opposed? Motion carries.
And then for informational purposes only, in terms of the liability disbursements of our county payroll, you'll see on the slide that our total county contribution, net wages, and payroll deductions for the pay period of May 31st through June 13th was $4,648,538.37. Last but not least, in this first portion of my report, in terms of the Casablanca Golf Course requirement of funds, we did remain under the estimated approved amount for the pay date of 6/14. That actual total was $40,210.18. For the 28th of June, we are expecting roughly the same, about $45,000 in expenditures.
So move to approve estimated payroll not to exceed 45,000.
Second.
Motion second. Next time, just please exclude Lalo from the photo. Motion second. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Is that you, Lalo?
I don't know.
What happens when you turn 50?
That's what happens when you go 15. You know, just things start flowing out of your mouth. You know. Look at him. He's right there to the left, coming out.
You're right there.
He's having a glass of water, of course.
It looks like you.
All right. Okay, let's move on.
My next item is the presentation of the monthly report for the month of May. In terms of our cash and investment balances, you'll see there our totals. I do want to highlight a couple of things. In our cash balance at the end of May 31st, 2014 was $238,396,440.66. Our investment balance was $58,250,666.81 for a total portfolio at the end of May of $296,647,107.47. A total of 191 accounts were reconciled as of May, and you'll find the entirety of the details on pages 4 through 7 of the reports. Now, in terms of our interest rate of returns and investment income, and that is found on pages 8 through 14 of my report, for the weighted averages, you'll see that they're indicated on the slide in front of you. And then, most importantly, our depository interest income with our depository accounts was $491,617.21. In terms of our tax pool accounts, we generated $380,083.54. And then in our investment portfolio, we have $208,104.62. You'll see there that for the total month of May, we did generate $1,079,905. And Judge and Commissioners, just to give you a perspective, with 4 months remaining in our fiscal year, we've already exceeded last year's fiscal year investment income by $60,883.
Very good, very nice.
Very, very proud of that. And the other thing that I was looking at, I mean, I always said that our net worth of the county was a little over 200 million, and now we're getting almost 300 million.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's really good. Very proud of that.
Thank you. And then in terms of our checks issued report, the month of May was a little costly. You'll see there that in section 2, we reported everything that was expended. In a recap, the total checks issued were $26,187,066.07. Our sales tax income also is very promising for the month of May. That was $2,229,273. That is above budget, $145,940. And we are currently above budget from the previous fiscal year from this fiscal year, $1,165,925. So we still have a couple of more months, so things are going very well.
Our auditor there can't get his smile off from year to year. I mean, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's all excited. I have to give him a hug right now. All right.
And then in terms of our bingo and mixed beverage tax, you'll see there that for the quarter, the third quarter of January through March of 2024, there were no payments that have been received, and we don't anticipate any more payments being received, as Mr. Rodriguez has announced his retirement, and of course the other 5 organizations that are respectively tied into that.
So that means there's going to be no bingos in Laredo?
As for the most part, that is correct.
Okay.
Mixed beverage, $61,025.93. We do anticipate that to go a little bit higher during the summer months. And then you'll see there also on sections 4 and 5, it highlights our rents, debts, and leases paid. You'll find a detailed report, Judge and Commissioners, on the rents received and any associated rental payments and debt and lease payments, respectively, within the content of Section 4 and 5 of the report. But you'll see in the screen before y'all that everything has been paid and received that needed to be paid and received. Finally, in Section 6, with respects to our permanent school fund, we did receive $81,751.69 in royalties, and the ending balance, keep in mind that the disbursements have already been made, was $2,264,785.54. And then last but not least, our Tex-Mex parking lot saw $5,322 in revenue last month. 987 tickets paid, and of course, we had some rental income of the reserved spaces. Before our next meeting, I will be sending y'all a detailed analysis report on the expenditures and income so that you can see where we're at with respects to the return on the infrastructure investment of the Tex-Mex parking lot and the projected revenue streams and how far out we anticipate the county will need to continue to generate revenues before the county gets its return on the investment. So we're working on that. We have it finalized. I didn't think today was the appropriate meeting to present that and go into detail because I know it's Friday and y'all have somewhere to be. Judge and Commissioners, that's all I have this.
That income has to be due to the signage, though.
I'm sorry?
The rise in income has to be due to the signage.
Yes, and we do, we have seen an increase with respects to the flow. I think it's a combination of signage and then also a combination of like the videos that have been posted on social media, et cetera. And then we also highly encourage the tax office to inform their customers that there is free parking. And every opportunity I see a person parking on the side and putting those quarters on the meter, I always tell them there is a parking lot, next door.
Great.
We just need better signage that's free, 1 hour, whatever,
Yeah.
Very good, thank you.
I would say.
Appreciate it. Motion to accept report.
Second.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
And Judge and Commissioners, that's all I have. Y'all have a blessed weekend. And
Likewise.
Judge, I hope you have a memorable and blessed birthday.
Oh, I could tell, I can
Sunday.
feel it already, yeah. Thank you. Very good. You know what's